مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيب.
What is the Muslim understanding of God? Right? When we say we believe in one God, others would say, well, we believe in one God too. So we would say that at the root, human beings have an innate consciousness of God, right? That the human being realizes the fact that they're created and that creation needs a creator. And we believe also that the origin of human understanding of God is oneness, and that this understanding gets confused or eroded in time. So what is the Muslim understanding of God? Who is God? God refers to one who is worshipped. And if you use a capital G, God, the true God is the one who truly deserves worship. But anyone who believes will say, well, I believe in this understanding of God because they are worthy of worship, whether they are monotheistic or they are polytheistic. They have belief in multiple gods. So what is the Muslim understanding of God? The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, was asked this question when he was in the city of Medina, where he had moved from Mecca. Some of the people of the book came to the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and asked him, tell us about Allah. Allah being the Arabic name for the Supreme Being, for God. And he did not answer. They came to him and asked him, and he is the messenger of God. They said, tell us about God, tell us about Allah. And he did not answer, because he waited for revelation. And this is one of the characteristics of his being the messenger of God, that he did not speak of his own whim, of his own determination, but rather he waited for divine revelation. And divine revelation came in the form of one of the shortest chapters of the noble Quran, which is called the chapter on pure faith, Suratul Ikhlas. In this, God Most High, addressing the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, directly says, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Say, He is God, the unique. Allahu Samad. God is the independent. لَمْ يَلِدْ وَلَمْ يُولَدْ. Neither was He born, nor does He beget. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. And He has none who are like unto Him. And the opening of this short chapter, that is just 4 verses, tells us, say, He is God, the unique. And who is God? Allahu Samad. God is the independent. And this word in Arabic, as-Samad, is a marvelous word, because it defines for us a comprehensive understanding of God. They say, as-Samad, man yusmadu ilayhi fil hawa'ij wala hajata lah. The Samad, the independent, is the one whom all turn to for their needs, and who himself has no need whatsoever. So you could translate it as the independent whom all depend upon, the self-sufficient whom all turn to in need, the one free of need whom all are in complete need of. This is our understanding of God, that God, who is the creator, the one who is worshipped, is the one free of any need whatsoever, whom all are in absolute need of. Our Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, also tells us that the greatest single verse of the Quran is a verse in the 2nd chapter of the Quran, verse 255, Ayatul Kursi, the chapter of the throne, the chapter of divine majesty, the verse of divine majesty, Ayatul Kursi. Allah Most High tells us there, Allahu la ilaha illahu al-hayyul qayyum. Allah, there is no God but Him. He is the living and all-sustaining. And these 2 words, just in 2 words, we have a comprehensive understanding of God. Who is God? God is the one who is characterized by absolute life, and who is the sustaining, who needs none to sustain him, and who sustains all things at all times in every way. This is how we understand who God is. God is the independent whom all depend upon. God is the one who needs none to sustain him and who sustains all things. Who is God? We say God is the one free of need of any other, whom all are absolutely in need of. That's our understanding of God. But what is the need of creation for God? Sometimes we have a sense that God is our toolbox of needs. So you have an exam, you pray to God. You want to buy a new car, you pray to God. You are headed to work, you make a quick prayer to God. So God is, just something that you turn to when you feel a need, or when you have a need, or when you're desperate. But this is a mistaken understanding. Our understanding, the Quranic understanding, is that the reality is that there's one being that is necessary, and that is God. God not only created creation, but He sustains creation. So God was, and there was nothing besides Him, as the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, tells us. But then, God is not simply the creator, that He brought things into existence, and then they just flow on their own. But rather, the origin of everything besides God is nothingness. How did it come into existence? It is because God, because Allah, brought it into existence. But once it is in existence, how does it remain in existence? It remains in existence because at every moment, it is God who is sustaining it. So that is who God is. God is the sustainer. But not sustainer just in a general sense. That, it's like you're the toast and God puts the butter. Right? It's like a little extra from God. But rather, you and all that you do and all that is around you, all of existence, at every moment is being sustained by God. That is the majesty of God. And then who are you? Your reality is that at every moment, you are absolutely in need of God. In need of God for what? For existence itself. Because you only came into existence because God chose to bring you into existence. But how do you remain in existence? Because it is God who is sustaining you at every moment. So what is the nature of our need for God? Not just our need for God, but of all creation. Our very reality is neediness to God. So this is why the classical definition used by the great scholars of our religion of who is God, they would say, Al-ilahu huwa al-mustaghni amma siwah, al-muftaqiru ilayhi ma ada. That God is the one absolutely free of need of any other, whom all are in absolute need of. And this is what Allah Most High tells us in the Quran, in the chapter of pure faith, Surah Al-Ikhlas, the 112th chapter of the Quran, when He tells us that Allahu Samad, God is the independent whom all depend upon. He is Al-Hayyul Qayyum. He is the living, the all-sustaining, the one who needs none to sustain him and who sustains all things in every way, at every moment. And then God Most High tells us in the Quran as well, in Surah Fatir, Ya ayyuhan nas, antumul fuqara'u ila Allah, wallahu huwa al-ghaniyul hamid. O people, you're the ones in absolute need of God. And God is the one free of all need and worthy of all praise. That's how we understand God. And this also makes one understand who we are. This understanding of God not only tells us who is God, but it tells you who are you. God is the one free of need of any other. And who are you? You're the one, like all of existence, who are in complete need of God. This is why the great sages would say, Man arafa nafsahu, arafa rabbahu. Whoever knows themselves, knows their Lord. Whoever knows themselves to be absolutely needy, comes to know that it is God alone who is free of need and worthy of all praise. So this is how we understand God. And what is the purpose of religion? The purpose of religion is, how do I fulfill my state of neediness? How do I fulfill my purpose as the creation of God? How do I come to know God? How do I come to be beloved to God? How do I experience true contentment and joy? By knowing the first truth of life, which is, who is God? What is your understanding of God? And that's a good question, because if you tell someone that you should believe in God, they say, well, I believe in God. Say, well, we believe in God too. So what is the Muslim's understanding of God? Right? When we say we believe in Allah, right, what does that mean? Who is God? Right? Now, there is a shared understanding of God at one level. Those who believe in God or a supreme being believe that God is the one who is the supreme being, the creator of the heavens and the earth. But then understandings differ. Understandings differ. As believers, we hold that the origin of human understanding of God is oneness. And that understanding gets confused or eroded with time.